我要再惯外国人了，好吗？
You didn't call us white devils, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool. All right, making sure.
Hey everyone, 大家好. Today we have a crazy story for you. It's about BMW's
20 billion RMB
mistake in China all over 1 cup of ice cream.
1 cup of ice cream.
冰淇淋.
At the Shanghai Auto Show, BMW had a booth with a couple women who were handing out ice cream. But these women only handed out ice cream to foreigners.
So we're not sure about that, but it was just one clip.
It was one clip, but it was right after they handed this foreigner an ice cream that a person of Chinese descent came up and also asked for ice cream, and they were saying, sorry.
They were immediately like, we're out, no more. No. They were very secretive about it.
They definitely had more ice cream.
It was super sketch. Take a look.
Can you 免费拿吗？这个？发完了吗？
你看下来，我看一下。
有吗？里面我看看，要是没有的话，我就不要了。
So of course this video went viral, and BMW stock tanked, that everyone was bashing BMW. What these girls were accused of doing is in Chinese called 崇洋媚外, which means, roughly translates to foreign supremacy.
Oh.
You treat people or things that are foreign to be better than those that are Chinese.
So now we are going to share our own experiences with foreign supremacy, and later Mike is going to share with you guys how not to do that.
Yeah.
So my first trip to China was back in 2016. I went with a friend, a female friend.
A female friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, her first time to China with a man is still with me, okay? I needed to clarify that.
My China virginity taker?
No, because you've done it with a woman before.
My first trip to China, I was pretty young, and I was traveling with my friend, and we went to a lot of different cities. But the one thing that was constant in any place that we went was that I was constantly gawked at. It was just so obvious when people would take pictures of me or stare at me. I had several people ask to take pictures with me. I actually had one experience where my friend and I got off a bus, and the literal 2 seconds it took for me to step off the bus onto the road, a car pulled off to the side and a man jumped out to take a picture with me. That was the weirdest experience I've ever had.
And even during our trip to China, we were constantly stared at.
Constantly stared at.
Like, people would, like, when I mentioned that to people, like, in our videos, I'm like, hey, you know, people stare at us a lot. But, like, people would downplay it, right? They're like, no, that never happens. You know, it happens. It happens so much. And we're in Guangzhou, big city. Right? And we're just like riding subway, constantly being stared at. Us, our existence as an AMWF couple, it's like, it's so normal here. Nobody ever makes any remarks. We've had maybe, 3 remarks, right? But in China, it's like, we cannot forget about that. Actually, I'm gonna do a separate segment in Chinese about my personal experiences, which are a lot spicier. So I'm just going to give a brief summary of some of the experiences I've had. So I have picked up chicks in China speaking English before. When I went to Starbucks, instead of trying to speak really bad Cantonese or speak Mandarin and be laughed at because I'm not speaking Cantonese, I would just choose to speak English, and they would be like, oh, yes sir, and, here's your coffee, sir. You know, like, I would get really special treatments. There's a lot more where that came from. I'll talk about more in future videos. And this is not just in China too. This is all across Asia, 100%, right? So for the Asian viewers that are listening right now, here's a question for you. Do you think you practice foreign supremacy? Now, if you think no, I would never. I'm gonna give you some questions. Get ready to answer, okay? When you're in Asia and you see a foreign person and they come up to you and then they're like, 你好,洗手间请问在哪儿? Do you go, oh, your Chinese is so good? Why do they deserve any compliment at all for their shoddy, whatever Asian language that they speak? Millions, hundreds of millions of Asians every day, learn English. Okay? There's nothing special about that. When I'm here in America, sure, when they know that I'm Chinese, they will give me a little bit of compliments. They're like, oh wow, your English is really good. I barely hear any accent. Sure, that's because I get infinitely close to not having an accent through years of dedicated training. Okay? If I am over here and I speak Chinese like that, I speak English like this, and I'm like, hello, do you know where the bathroom is? No, nobody would ever give me any compliments. Okay? So they don't deserve any compliments neither. If they speak extremely fluent Chinese, then maybe toss them a low compliment. Maybe be like, oh wow, okay, how long have you been learning Chinese? Good for you, right? But don't make a big deal out of it. They don't deserve it. Number 2, Chinese international students coming here to America. We pay 5 times the tuition the average in-state student pays. Okay? Why is it that we're giving them like free dorm, free everything in a Chinese university, Shandong University, okay? Big provincial university. That would be like Ohio State University.
Okay.
They gave all those international students peer buddies. Like they assigned these dudes, like one dude gets 3 chicks who are like their assigned buddies. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't take selfies with foreigners just because they're foreign. Sorry. How about that? It's weird.
It's weird. Honestly, I don't want to be on some dude's phone for the next couple of years doing who knows what he's doing with that photo. I don't know what he's doing with it.
Warming up the porn. And if you're dating, right? If you're a girl and you're with a foreign guy, don't give them breaks on your requirements, right? He still needs to have a house. He still needs to have a car. Give that dude the same requirement that you give to Chinese guys. How about that? Now you might be asking, Mike, how about you? You are married to a foreign woman. Well, guess what, buddy? She gets absolutely no break whatsoever. In fact, that probably put her on a stricter requirement compared to a Chinese girl because she can't like make me look bad that like I somehow don't know how to educate her to be a good Chinese wife. Our family goes out and we all go get dim sum together. She's gonna be out there pouring tea for everybody.
I'm gonna be nervous about it, but I'm gonna do it.
She's gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
You did it when we first went back to China.
You didn't have to be like, hey, go do that. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I did it.
She did.
I did it.
The fact that someone is a foreigner doesn't make them special, okay? What? What are you? Oh, you're a foreigner here in China teaching English in an international school. Good for you. So are all of the other 80-90% of foreigners in China. Okay? Literally nothing special. You're probably bad at teaching English anyway. You just know how to speak English.
Speaking of quality English teachers, Big Sis and me still has a few available spots still open, and this quality English teacher can at least speak a little Chinese.
So yeah.
Done with your rant?
I am.
Got it out?
Yeah, I needed that.
Okay.
I needed that.
Nice. So this story is not going to be the first, and it's not going to be the last that we hear of a foreigner getting special treatment from Chinese folk.
It stems from us being friendly. Right, and welcoming to foreign guests,
of course.
Right?
And
but we take it too far.
Yeah, it's gone on a little too long now.
Yeah, it's time to treat them as equals.
Yes. Once we are treated as equals, then everything will just start to coexist.
Absolutely. The superiority that these foreigners themselves feel will never go away until we all just treat them as equal.
That's right.
Okay? Not worse.
Not worse.
Maybe a little worse.
Hey, wait a minute.
They might need to prove themselves first.
Okay.
Okay, but equal.
Equal, please. So treat everyone with respect. The same level of it, though.
That's right.
No more, no less.
No more, no less. Maybe a little less.
Bye!
So that's it. That's the video.
That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think.
We'll see you next time.
And we'll see you next time. Bye!